Welcome to the Two Steps Ahead podcast, starring Robert Sean McGrew and Raul Ruiz, talking business, strategy, and growth, helping you stay 2 steps ahead. Let's get to work.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the Two Steps Ahead podcast. I'm Robert Sean McGrew.
I'm Raul Ruiz.
And welcome to our final and 12th episode of this year as we're winding down 2025. What a year's been.
My goodness. Yeah, it's been a hell of a year.
I echo that. I double that. Yes, it has. And for a lot of people out there too. This year, for myself personally and my family and all, it's been a year of changes. Lots of changes. Many positives, including this podcast, bro. 9 months ago we
That's
started.
right. This baby has been born 9 months.
We were talking about it, and then Raul stuck a microphone in my face and said, let's do it. I'm like, okay, and here we are.
Yeah, 9 months later. That's what she said. I'm just kidding.
I was like,
all right, we're gonna try to have fun, okay? We're gonna have fun on this episode, so I hope you're okay with it. As you can see, I'm going for the Grandpa Santa look.
Oh man, I keep getting
Grandpa Santa this year, man.
Great.
Christmas is coming up, so if you need me to be Santa at your household, let me know.
All right.
I'm available.
All right.
Not your household, because that could be anywhere in the nation, okay? But definitely here in Northwest Arkansas.
There we go. There we go.
Absolutely.
All right, making children happy.
That's right.
Very good. Let's talk about reflection. That's going to be our topic today. We're just going to get right into it because we are reflecting on many things as we're talking about, and many people at this time of the year use it to reflect, to slow down, and most importantly, doing what's most important to you, and that's spending time with those that love you, those that support you, and those that help you be able to do what you do day to day.
Exactly. The last 11 episodes have been, every episode has been different, right? We've talked about different things that affect us in life, whether it's in business, whether it's in life, your personal life, your family life. This year, we want to take time to go ahead and reflect on the last year, what we've done, what we've accomplished, where we still need to go, and how we get there. Everything we do in life is a challenge. Nothing comes easy, right? So it's all about taking time and looking at what you did and appreciating that life gives you the opportunity on a regular basis to do and to try to accomplish and to move forward.
That was deep, bro.
Thank you.
That was really deep.
I feel like Santa right now.
But deep.
Oh, oh, oh. I love this beer coming in. Yeah.
But when you talk about reflection and looking back, there's a big key component to that. And it doesn't matter which facet in your life it is, it's really learning and making sure that while something went good, something went bad, something was like, okay, there's something to be learned somewhere along the way. For example, this podcast, we started it on a whim. We literally threw a microphone, plugged it into the computer and said, let's go. And we have evolved and we have continued. And looking back now, 12 episodes later, of the different things that we've done, what we can do. And so we've got some thoughts and process it in our mind for the coming year, some exciting things that we hope to provide to you as well. But first and foremost, no matter where you're reflecting and where you're looking at, remember who you are. Remember what makes you to yourself and to others. And that is something that is core and valuable that you need to understand, that you need to look in the mirror and say, gosh darn it, that's who I am. And don't be negotiable on certain things like that, because we can't change, or we shouldn't change who we are for the sake of somebody else. We talked about recruiting a lot this year, right? How many times do people get on that Zoom call, put on the suit, or get into the space and try to be somebody else? Be yourself. Be who you are. Sometimes somebody may not like it. Sometimes somebody will love it. And then there's times where you don't get any feedback at all, but still be you.
Let me go deep. You are you. No one else is you. You are unique. That's what makes you. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Don't be afraid to do the things you've never done before, because that's you. That's who you are, right? We're all afraid of things that we don't know, don't understand, but ultimately, the things that we do make us who we are, makes us better. We learn more, we grow more, we become better, right? A better version of ourselves. That's, again, this is what the podcast is all about, right? You, me, and everybody else that watches this podcast. It's about us. How do we make things better for us, right? Whether it's, again, in life or in business, be you, because ultimately you are unique.
That was deep,
Thank
but profound and very important to understand. That's the reason that Raul and I started this podcast. We wanted to help keep you 2 steps ahead of wherever you're at, whether it's business, personal, school, community, church, wherever you're at. It's always good to be 2 steps ahead, but it starts with you. You have to know who you are. If you don't know who you are, or you're not sure, or you're willing to give in, then you're already compromising the process. Be you. And hopefully within this podcast, we've talked about different topics that are relevant to you. Not everything is for you, and you got to understand that as well. And sometimes the things we talk about may not be relatable. We have had some people talk to us and say that, hey, I really liked that topic that you spoke to me. And that's what we're hoping for. And if there's a topic out there that we haven't touched on that you'd like for us to touch on and get some perspective, we'd be happy to do that, because we're here for you. We are trying to be us, ourselves, for you.
Yep. Talking about this subject here makes me think of a meme that I just saw recently, and I think you might have seen it as well. It was on Facebook. It was a picture of a dad and his son. The son was probably 4 years old. The dad, mid-20s, 30s, whatever. And then they showed on top what they were thinking. And the dad was thinking business, what to do next, the time frame, whatever it looked like, right? Just thinking about everything else other than what was happening at that point in time of being with his son. Then they showed the thought that was going through the son's head, and it was a mirror image of them two sitting on the bench. That's all he was thinking about, appreciating the moment that he's there with his dad. And that's what we should do. Take time to reflect what we go through in life, what makes us, and what's important to us. And sometimes the most important things are right in front of us. We just have to learn to appreciate that.
Absolutely. And it's a great point at a great time. And again, as many people are reflecting on the year and what's going on and looking forward to the next one, take time for what matters most. That means with the child. Business is business. It's going to be there. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, I got to get this done. And I've talked to several people here in the last couple of days. They're on the rush that by tomorrow, Friday, that they're going to have everything done so they can have time. There's others that are like, oh, I'm going to have to work through the holidays. But really, you've got to take time for yourself. I talked to another person, an entrepreneur, doing great things, amazing everything that's happening, working 16-hour days. And like, I'm worried for you. Get some rest. I said, that matters more, because you can't do the other without taking care of yourself. So the point here is take care of yourself so that you can take care of others. Yeah. Be with your children, be with your spouse, your partner, your parents, your neighbors, you know, the people that you hang out with, your colleagues from work, your friends, your group of friends, your podcast bros. Take some time and have a lunch. Invite them over, chill, watch a movie. When's the last time you watched a full movie with your kids?
That's a great question. I don't think that I did it enough with my kids when they were smaller, watch an actual movie with them, but I do it with my grandkids. We make a game out of it, and we actually quiz ourselves with questions about the movie as we're going through the movie, making it fun for them so they can sit there and watch the whole movie instead of starting to do something else. So yeah, it's definitely a bond that you can go ahead and work with your grandkids with, and probably I should have done it with my kids.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda. Where we are now, and as an example, I've got teenagers at home, and some people are like, oh, teenagers, they're not going to watch a movie with me. I'm fortunate and blessed that mine still ask me from time to watch a movie. Sometimes I say yes, sometimes I don't, but I need to lean into that a little bit more. But I do need to get to where I can watch a movie with my grandkids. Part of my reasoning is that they live a long ways away. However, they're supposed to be here for the holidays, so
There you go.
maybe by the next time we have a podcast recording again, that I will have watched the movie with my grandkids. So I got a challenge. I'll go and do that, and you watch one with your kiddos.
Absolutely,
So,
yes.
But doing something that matters to someone that means something to you, that they're looking at you in one way or another. Relationships, we've talked about that before, and what matters most in keeping those relationships is what is the most meaningful. And right now, this is that time of reflection, that time of year to reset. Take your time with your kids, your spouse, your partner, and anybody else, and just enjoy life. I love nothing more. The holidays are always fun, but my wife and I, we try throughout the year to have people over and have those times, so it's not just one time of year. And that's a key thing. Build this into your regular routine. So yes, we got a new year coming up, but don't let these festivities slow down just because a holiday or a day of celebration is coming and going.
Yeah.
There's a whole year ahead, and there's so many things. And actually, this is a great point, and I apologize, I know you got something on your mind, but the Girls in Technology here in Northwest Arkansas, great resource for our kids. My kids just went to their last session for the year. They did vision boards. They took magazines and said, what do you want to see or do in 2026? And they cut out, and it was amazing. Because when's the last time us as adults really thought about the things we're going to do? Not these New Year's resolution stuff, because those are fake in a lot of ways, and by January 1st at midnight, they're gone. But seriously, one of those things, it's like, you talked about it a little while ago in that meme, and kids are innocent, and they have no filter and no bias. We allow our filters and biases, adults, to change our mind, to sway us in different directions. But there's actually things that we want and need to do. By the way, I'm taking my kids to Italy next year, apparently. My kids are getting new mountain bikes and Razorback basketball games.
Nice. Very nice. They know what they want.
They do.
See,
that's the point. That's the point.
That is the point. That totally is the point. Because you know what? As a child, you want things, and you don't have restrictions, right? You don't say, this year we got to make this amount of money to be able to do this. They don't know that. They don't understand that. As an adult, you start thinking all these things, and you find ways to say no. That's the first thing we do. We find ways to say no. But we have to figure out a way how to say yes, how to take care of that moment the right way. Because moments come and go. And by the time you know it, you get to be this age or older. And it's, what did I do with my life? So take your time to appreciate the moments in life, the minutest thing, the simplest things that your kids ask, that your grandkids ask. Try to take that moment and run with it. Make them happy because they're in that moment. You should be in that moment too.
And speaking of moments, and I would argue, evaluate yourself and why you're saying no. A lot of times we feel that's the easiest way because of money, because of time, because of effort, or what have you. And I use myself as an example, and I know I kind of joke about this in the sense of how we came about with this podcast. Because Raul came to me and said, hey, everybody's doing podcasts, maybe we should do one. I'm like, yeah, I got time, how are we going to get about this? And I was the one kind of putting it off. And he literally put a microphone and said, hey, let's do that podcast. And I thought to myself, why am I saying no? Yes, I'm busy. Yes, I got other things going on. Yeah, there may be some cost involved and stuff. But I didn't really have a good reason, and no was the easiest thing to do. But now that we have got it started, it's one of the things I look forward to. And actually, we beat each other up sometimes because we're like, hey, we're going to record this week. Hey, man, I can't record this week. I got to go do something else. Hey, man, it's my turn. And things happen, and that's okay. That's not a deviation from doing something that you want. And this is something that I've really enjoyed getting into this year. Thank you, bro, for getting me into this, because this is an area that I like to reach out and talk to people like yourselves that are listening on the other side, and then hopefully sharing it with others that could benefit from it, because staying 2 steps ahead is meaningful even for ourselves.
That's right. It's twofold, right? he's done the same thing for me. I did a pitch competition, which I never thought I would do in front of a crowd of people, and he motivated me to do something like that. So again, we push each other, and that's what friends do, right? You motivate each other to be better, to do more things. And I appreciate you. I appreciate you guys listening and watching our podcast. I enjoy it as well. We're going to keep doing this for you. We're going to keep doing this for us as well, because I think it makes us a little bit more sane when we get to talk about our adventures, our struggles, our history, our stories. I think everything correlates, and we just love sharing it with you guys, and I hope you're enjoying it.
We started our year off this year, both of us traveling. We went to Vegas, we went to the CES show, and that's coming up again here next year. But going all the way back to January and looking back this year, or looking forward to the end of this year here, what's one highlight for you as we reflect? What's one thing that stood out in general?
Man, there are so many. There are so many. There are so many new adventures in 2025 that I am so grateful for. The friendships that I've come across with not just you, but our Power Professionals NWA group, which you'll be hearing more about that in the next coming weeks. But I've thoroughly enjoyed communicating with you guys, spending time with you guys, and hopefully playing golf next week when it's 70 degrees. But there's so many things, and I want to definitely say the camping was great, spending time with family, doing a cruise this year, CES, attending it with you back in January in Vegas was incredible.
Yeah.
I have so many things to be grateful for, and I know everybody has struggles and everybody has issues, and that doesn't evade us either. That happens to us too, and nobody's perfect.
Yeah.
Things happen in life that move us from one thing to another, and that's fine. Those curveballs come and go. I love baseball. Those curveballs, you just learn how to hit them and swing through them and make it happen. And that's what life is. And you got to take the good with the bad. And I think it was a great year for both of us. We've done a lot of great things. You got to travel. I got to travel. Our families are getting older. They're doing great things with their lives. And I think we have so much to be grateful for, which we hope you as well have things to be grateful for as well. Because you take the little things and add them all up, it's a great thing. Absolutely. It really is that we have the ability to do that. So again, I'm grateful for so many things, and I'm grateful for your friendship. And man, I wish I could just point out one thing, but there's so many things in my head right now going through there that it was a great year. Even though it had its struggles, 2026 will be better, and just continue on.
There's one lesson that I want to make sure that everybody listening is catching here. I asked for one thing, he gave many more, and I would argue that if you really sit down and think about it, you could come up with a list like he did. And he didn't even mention everything. He mentioned a few things. But he did not concentrate on the negative aspect, because there has been struggles. We both have gone through some stuff in life, in families and career and everything this year. Just like yourselves, you guys have all gone through these cycles as well. But it's a choice. You either choose to focus on the negative portion, and that'll bring you down and put you in a different mood, or you can choose to look at and really understand all the things that happen in a positive note. And a lot of you may be listening, and I understand, where you're coming from as well. And it's easy to say it was just, it was crap. It was just no. But if you really look about it and listen and look at what has transpired, you can come up with a big list. Hey, you're listening to us right now. I don't know if that's positive or negative, but no, I'm kidding. But the thing is, you have a device that you're listening to. You have internet. All those are positive things. Maybe you've already shared this podcast with a friend earlier in other recordings and stuff. There's a lot of positiveness to be had if you choose to take that path. So when you reflect, look at both, but concentrate on what was.
Exactly. Yep. I've shared, and I think Sean has shared as well, that I'm a baseball fan. I am a Cubs fan. I love the Cubs. It took them 108 years to win the World Series. That's optimism right there, buddy. If you're a Cubs fan, you're a diehard, you're going to go ahead and believe in the best, even though you've had 107 years of bad luck. So again, it's the way you decide you want to look at things. If you want to look at things positively, they will be positive. If you want to look at them negatively, they will be negative. Like he said, there's a lot of bad things that happen, but you know what? We take the good with the bad, and ultimately we focus on the good, because that's what got us through it.
Being the Cubby fan that you are, I've actually got one lower for you, and I'm going to throw the gauntlet for 2026.
Oh, snap.
I'm a U.S. soccer fan. I'm an American outlaw and a U.S. insider, and the World Cup is going to be in North America, Mexico, Canada, and the U.S., with the final being in the United States of America. And I'm rooting for the boys. Come on, the Yanks. They've got to do something.
Yep.
We've never won a World Cup. We've never made it too far, and my fanaticism has gone back to 1994 Chicago, where the World Cup was being played, and so we got a connection here.
There's
we got a
for
connection.
sure, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
but anyway, I'm digressing there. But yes, USMNT, let's do it. Let's go.
I have a feeling we're actually going to attend one of those games as a group. I think that's going to happen. What do you think?
I think so.
I think so too.
Keep on
Yeah.
that positive trend, bro.
That's right.
And there's some right up the road from where we are. We're located in Northwest Arkansas in Bentonville, Kansas City,
Dallas as well, right?
Dallas as well.
Yeah.
So there's something.
Look out, Dallas. We love you. We love you, Dallas.
That's right. That's right. So reflection, it could be positive, it could be negative, but the best thing about it is how you will move forward. And so we hope that you'll be part of our family continuing to go forward in 2026 as the Two Steps Ahead podcast continues. We hope to expand a little bit, and we've talked about having guests, and we'll continue to expand on that. We'll continue to expand on our outlets and platforms that we're on and get, I don't want to say serious, because I think we're serious without being serious. We've never wanted to be the podcast. We don't want to be one of those guys or professional.
We want to be these guys.
That's right.
These guys right
These
here.
guys.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's
yeah,
right.
I'm still checking it out.
No, awesome. But no, I appreciate you, Ro. I appreciate you out there listening to us. And really, the best thing you can do is work on you. Reflect on you. Reflect on those that are around you, that support you and love you. And look forward to what's coming, because there's a lot of potential and a lot of stuff that we want to hear from you. And there's so many more topics that we're ready to get into as well. And again, if you've got a topic that you would like us to touch on and get a perspective, we would be happy to do that.
Yeah, make sure to comment, follow, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about.
And last but not least, happy holidays, feliz feriados. Enjoy however you celebrate this time of year and wind down the year, but at least take some time to reflect, to recharge, and get ready to go.
That's right. Have a great rest of the year. Have a great 2026. See you next year.
See you next time on the Two Steps Ahead podcast.